welcome to the season debut of Real with Chelsey. I'm your host, Chelsey Keller. With this show, I'm hoping to bring a little humor to your every Friday morning, and also a little thought to start the day, to make you leave First Mod with your mind full of ideas and opinions. To kick off my show, I'd like to make a statement. I believe absolutely everything I see on TV and on the internet. That, my friends, was a joke. Now, I'd like to introduce my first guest of the semester. He's a college dropout, a hopeless romantic, mainly because it took his wife a decade to say yes for him to marry her. Has no undergrad degree in education, yet he's a teacher, quit the football team, and failed to pay his property taxes. He's pretty much the biggest loser I know. Please welcome to the show, English teacher, Mr. Daugherty.
Well, thanks for having me, Chelsey.
You're welcome. So, is everything I just said about you true?
Yes, it is. It is true.
And what about all that? You know, what's up with all the things I just said about you?
Well, it is true. I do not have an undergraduate degree in education. I went to Adrian College in Michigan, and then I transferred to Mount Union College in Alliance, and I have a communication studies degree.
Okay, so you're a communication major, but you're a teacher? Like you said, you don't have you have your master's?
Correct.
Okay.
I received my communication studies degree, undergraduate degree from Mount Union, and I was looking for work. And during that time period, my high school football coach, Keith Wakefield, asked if I wanted to coach quarterbacks at Perry High School. I went to Perry High School, and I didn't have a job, and I thought it was going to be a great opportunity to get back into sports, which was something I was interested in. And in 1998, I began coaching the quarterbacks at Perry, and it took me about 2 months of not finding a job, just working here at Perry with young people to figure out that this is what I wanted to do the rest of my life. That winter semester at the University of Akron, I went on to receive my master's degree in something called Integrated Language Arts, and a year and a half later, I began teaching at the high school.
Interesting. All the facts I said about Mr. Daugherty are 100% true, like he said, and I just took a lot of the facts out about them. I twisted it to my own liking, and that's what the media tends to do. Mr. Daugherty, can you tell us about twisting the media?
I think it's important to remember who controls the message. And people, the media, politicians, businesses, salespeople are going to tell you what they think you want to hear.
Right.
So I think that it's our responsibility to kind of read between the lines sometimes. I think that in any situation, the truth usually lies somewhere in the middle. And I think that as a responsible citizen and a lifelong learner, that it's my job to find that truth. Okay? I think you've got to be very careful about what people are trying to feed you sometimes.
Right. It's kind of like you said earlier with the pit bulls. You were talking to me before the interview, and you mentioned pit bulls. What about pit bulls?
There is, in many Western cultures, a banning of the breed. Okay? Pit bulls have been viewed as a very dangerous breed of animal. And you will find instances where pit bulls have attacked human beings. However, when you look at the studies, you're also going to find that Dobermans have attacked human beings. You're going to find that Rottweilers have attacked human beings. And when it comes down to it, it's not necessarily the breed of animal, it's the owners. The problem with our society sometimes is that it's easier to ban the breed. So we eliminate pit bulls from society. Does this mean that dog attacks go down?
No.
No. It means that pit bulls don't attack as many human beings, but it doesn't solve the problem. It's just easier. And a lot of times in our culture, we do what's easiest, not always what's best.
Yes. So it seems that the media, they're able to, not brainwash per se, but I guess that'd be the correct word for it. Would you say it's very easy to brainwash the public with what you want them to hear?
I think so. I can remember when I was a little kid, my mom would always check my Halloween candy. And we used to, and it's not necessary, I don't think it's as popular today, but a lot of people in my neighborhood would give you apples. And there was always rumors that razor blades would be found in your apples.
Right.
Now, I had, according to the documentary Bowling for Columbine, it's Michael Moore, which I'm not a big Michael Moore fan, but there's no documented cases of razor blades in apples during Halloween, yet that rumor has been out there and it's swirled around for years and years and years. There's no documented cases of it.
No. It's something that the media wants us to hear, because the things that they're telling us would ruin them. The things that they're not telling us would ruin them. If that makes sense.
There's a bottom line, I think, to every media outlet, and let's money.
Right.
They need to have advertisers, and if advertisers are going to buy some space on your program, okay, they need viewers. And the way that we can attract more viewers is to create this. They sensationalize things, and they make things seem more immediate, maybe more fearful than what we really should be about things.
Like if you watch the news, it's nothing anything good. It's always someone died over fighting in war. There was a robbery, something happened at a school. There's a school shooting, but no one cares about. Oh, there was a donation for breast cancer. There was just something going on that was good, because the media doesn't want that to go out, because no one will watch. Correct?
I think so. In my mass media classes, we were taught that if it bleeds, it leads.
Interesting. That's a good saying for that.
Yeah. Listen, everybody likes to watch a good train wreck.
Right.
Unfortunately.
It makes you feel better about yourself. Well, clearly it's very easy to twist the media, so we're going to see what I got a few people to say about you.
I personally don't like the way he dresses. At all. He looks like an idiot.
He's rude, and he is very cocky and full of himself.
I hate that he interrupts people. You're not Kanye West. Wait your turn to talk.
He says things that he can't back up.
He doesn't have a clear way of articulating what it is that he will do.
All right, that's pretty hurtful, isn't it? Some of the things they said about you.
It is. At first, I thought they were talking about some other teachers in this building, but yeah, this is really hurtful.
Well, I mean, it was clear. I was able to go out and ask them questions that I wanted to hear the answers to, and I'm sure you learned about that in your communication class, right?
Yes.
So, are you saying basically with this whole twisting of the media, we shouldn't believe everything that we hear?
You should question the things that you hear in the media for sure, because the media's job at times is to sometimes try to lead the viewer down a path that they want you to take. And I certainly think that you should question those kind of paths that people try to lead us down. Is it right? Okay? You've got to be able to question the things that you're being told. And remember that truth is somewhere in the middle.
Absolutely.
And it's our job to find it.
All right, and with all this, what do you think the media will have an impact with the presidential elections coming up?
You've got to be, my old buddy Mr. Meredith from Edison calls it fixed noise. That's Fox News. Some people may know that. And we know that like an NBC can be more left-wing and democratic in the things that they present. So again, you've got these two candidates and they have very differing views. And I watched the debates the other night between Romney and Obama, and both were armed with facts,
right.
Okay? And we don't know that they were the whole truths. Mitt Romney will tell us that Obama has taken $716 billion away from Medicare. Okay? Well, that's slightly true, okay? That's not going to happen for another 10 years, and it's down the road, and people on Medicare now, they're not going to be affected at all.
Right.
But Romney doesn't want you to know that.
Exactly.
He wants to create the panic in people on Medicare right now.
And I think that's all just to go back with what the media wants you to hear. Well, Mr. Daugherty, thank you so much for coming on to my show. And speaking of the upcoming election, stay tuned for next week when I will moderate a debate over Obama, Romney, or anyone else that's running for president. Till then, I'm Chelsea saying keep it real.